Hey, welcome to a super secret episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Haven't done one of these since before Christmas. I think I got a beer that's pretty worthy of it. This is the Stone Enjoy by April 1st, 2013. I'm filming this on March 21st, so about 11 or 12 days, depending if you count today as a day. I was actually going to wait until actually April Fool's Day and review this on that day, but I just happen to have tonight's free, so I thought, why not do it tonight? So anyways, heard a lot of great rave reviews about this. A lot of people were comparing it to their the Ruination 10th anniversary, which I loved. But I mean, if this is half as good as that, I'll be pretty happy. So anyways, we have a pretty orange gold kind of color, a little hazy, but for the most part it's clear. Not much of a head. Well, I mean, there's about a 2-finger head when I poured it and just kind of fizzled away. Smells kind of like Pliny or, a lot of the other type of West Coast. Definitely the tropical fruit juice. It's not so much grapefruit as it is more like guava and passion fruit, things like that. Very clean, very bright aroma. This is a pretty big beer, 9.4, and I'm not getting out any alcohol in the nose, so yeah, so here we go. Let's try this out. Cheers. Yeah. This is why I don't do video reviews anymore. I'm gonna repeat myself. Yeah, it's just like with the aroma, tropical fruit juice. Very, very bitter, not particularly sweet. Although there is enough hop character to balance it out. It's not just a super hot bomb. Stone almost never says the IBUs on their beer, so I'm guessing this one's pretty high, probably in the 80s or 90s or over 100. You get like a little bit of sharp, dry bitterness on the back end there. Little bit of it's just mostly pale malt kind of flavors coming up front. Slight honey, not really caramel per se. Good swirl, regenerates the head, no problem. See, I was worried this beer is going to be super resiny and sticky and overly sweet and something like that. It's not. This is actually very, very close to Pliny or Heady. And if you saw, I've actually reviewed both of those beers twice in the last 4 days. So those are still fresh in my mind. This one, you could easily give this to somebody and tell them it's Pliny, and they'd probably believe it. It's definitely not Ruination. Not quite as ridiculously bitter as that one. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it's probably. I don't think it's up in the 80s or 90s. I mean, maybe in the 70s or something. But I mean, it's hard to gauge just from taste. Still no alcohol in the palate. Like no heat, no warmth. It's just nice kind of. It's actually kind of a refreshing beer, despite it being a big, huge IPA. Get a little bit of the kind of garlic or onion on the aftertaste, but I mean it's really subtle. And mostly I just kind of getting the tropical fruit juice kind of taste, and just the bitterness. It's kind of a repetitive palate. It's very, very robust though, and I think it's pretty well. I won't say well. I guess well balanced is the term I'm using, or whatever. Because I would not describe this as a particularly sweet double IPA, but it's not just ridiculously hot bomb either. It's just nice kind of in check type double imperial IPA or whatever you want to call it. Although, I mean, you might bear in mind that I'm drinking this, less than 2 weeks until the expiration date, quote unquote. So, I mean, I'm sure it tastes, significantly different now than it did on the day that it was released. So, I'd imagine it's probably a lot more piney when it's fresher. Yeah, it's good, really good. I like it. Kind of torn between an 8 and a 9. Well, it's definitely better than your average 8. I mean, an 8 is a really good beer, and a 9 is like, it's an excellent beer. I would say 8 is very good, 9's excellent, 10's outstanding. I would not give this a 10. I mean, it's not that there's anything wrong with it at all. It's just that it's just missing that certain je ne sais quoi factor, or like the wow factor, I mean, maybe because I've had so many beers and so many IPAs and stuff by this point that I kind of lost that factor, and also it has the hype going against it. So I'm going into it expecting to be wowed. So yeah, I mean, kind of splitting hairs. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed with this beer. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for Stone and Joy by. I'll definitely, if we get another batch here, I mean, this just goes to show the distribution issues we have here in New York. I mean, this just got here like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks tops. So like less than a month ago until it expired, and like we just got it here in New York. So that's probably as good as we're gonna get. Maybe we can get 2 months out next time, but who knows. Anyways, I'm going on very long. Thanks for watching. I will see you whenever. Cheers. Bye.